What we do here is go back.
Welcome back to Best Pro Wrestling Commentary. I'm Junior, here with Roman Pierce, here to break down the latest and the greatest in the world of pro wrestling. And, of course, the biggest news this week was the Seth Rollins injury. So, what do you think of that?
And you know what? That's crazy. He's a workhorse. He really is. He's a young guy, so maybe he thinks he's invincible. And, you know, tore his ACL. It's going to be out between 6 to 9 months, 8 months maybe at the most. I would hate to see him miss WrestleMania, but again, maybe a good thing, not that he's injured, but maybe we need something different in the WWE. Who do you think is going to take the title?
My money would be on Reigns right now, but I like this in the sense of the tournament. So they're going to do a tournament. I'm interested, to see who's going to be in the tournament. I don't know if I'm not sure if they've announced how many people are going to be in the tournament, how large the tournament brackets are going to be, but I'm kind of excited about this. So I wonder if Kevin Owens is going to be in it, if Del Rio is going to be in it because they're the U.S. and Intercontinental Champion. I'm sad for Seth Rollins, and I hope he gets well. I mean, definitely, if you're watching, Mr. Rollins, get well very soon. I like you. I think you're an awesome bad guy. I love your promos, so I look forward to having you back. But in the meantime, like you said, the show must go on, so we're definitely interested to see what happens with that. Makes me that much more interested in Survivor Series, along with The Undertaker's 25-year anniversary. And I want to see what happens with the Wyatt family and The Undertaker, too.
Absolutely. You know what's crazy is it's around this time last year when Roman Reigns was injured and Daniel Bryan was having his momentum being pushed. And now we have Orton gone, John Cena's gone, now we have the World Heavyweight Champion, or former World Heavyweight Champion. He's gone. Who's left to step up? They brought in Del Rio. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, is Del Rio is going to get the title. He's probably going to be the first ever World Heavyweight and U.S. Well, actually, he'll be the second wrestler to hold the World Heavyweight Champion plus the U.S. title, and I'm thinking he'll end up losing it probably to a Ziggler. Maybe it'll go back to Kevin Owens, and they'll run with Del Rio. If they're smart, that's where my money would be.
Del Rio, really?
Yeah.
With Zeb Coulter as his mouthpiece?
I think eventually Zeb Coulter is going to be dismissed. He's going to evaporate.
Fade away?
I think he's going to fade away because, yes, you can see Del Rio's English is a lot better than it used to be. Physically, he looks like the pro wrestler status quo that the WWE is used to.
I think he's got to work on his charisma, work on his mic skills.
He does have to work on those two things, but I think this time go around, he has a second opportunity at the bat, base loaded, and I think he's going to hit it out the ballpark. So that's where my money's going. I would love to see Ziggler get it. Don't think it's going to happen. They'll probably put it on Kevin Owens before they put it on Ziggler. I really hope they don't give it to Roman Reigns because he's just not ready. I don't know if he ever will be.
You don't think so? You don't think his mic skills are better than what they were when the Shield broke up?
He didn't really have a skill set when it came to talking.
When he did the Shield, all he ever did was just say, "Believe that." That was basically all he said in the Shield.
And he puts his fist out. And I'm sorry, Roman, you got to do more of a promo than just putting your fist out. I understand you're working for your family, but maybe if you put a little bit more passion into your promos, maybe.
Come on now, I don't mean to cut you off, but the dude has passion. His dad's a legend in wrestling. His family's wrestling. Samoans and wrestling, that goes hand in hand. So you can't say he doesn't have passion. He's got. He's grown up since as a baby in the business.
Just because you were catered and you were taken care of and you were silver spoon, that doesn't necessarily mean you have passion. Just because you're related to The Rock, that doesn't mean you're going to be Rocky status. And that's not knocking Roman Reigns. I think
I got to duck from all these arrows you're firing here.
He's a great athlete, but come on, plain and simple, nobody wants to see him as World Heavyweight Champ. It's partly WWE's fault for keeping Daniel Bryan from getting his momentum going, so that's their fault. Now it's up to Roman Reigns because it's been several months since that, and we haven't seen it in his promos. Yes, he has the set skills when it comes to the moves, the Superman punch, the spear and whatnot.
And he goes, ooh, ah, you don't like that?
Like I said, I like the dude, but he's just not there yet. It'd be a mistake for them to give him the title. And again, they're not going to give it to him. Watch.
And you don't see his mic skills as improving since the Shield broke up?
Improving as fast as a senior citizen, improving her driving skills.
Ouch. Man, really? Yeah. You don't think he's any better than he was?
Absolutely. So moving on to the Divas Championship, what do you think is going to go on there?
That is intriguing. I would bet that since Charlotte just recently won it, I don't see her losing it so quickly. So I'm sure Paige will be tapping out to the figure eight.
I think we all knew that Paige is eventually going to backstab everybody. They've been dragging that storyline for a long time. I like to see that division, and most recently we've seen Naomi and Sasha Banks and
SmackDown, yeah.
with their quarrel. So I would love to see this individual actual division instead of this group, you know, we're the Warriors, we're a gang coming out here to attack each other, enter Michael Jackson and just beat it.
Yeah, nice reference to a great movie, The Warriors. Check it out. But with Sasha, like I said, I see Sasha Banks as like the future of the Divas division. They got me saying it. The future of the women's division, I see her as the biggest star coming out because the fans constantly chant, "We want Sasha." Like I said, if you saw on SmackDown, Natalya challenged the leader of Team Bad, and then Naomi and Sasha had a little disagreement there. So I'm hoping they continue that, build up for a match at a pay-per-view. Don't squander it at like a regular event. So because some matches, yeah, you got to save up for the pay-per-view, get people to buy the network for $9.99, watch it on the network. Because I mean, they could put on a great match because Naomi and Sasha, they can both wrestle.
Absolutely. Another diva that I'm really high on is Bayley. She has charisma. She has a sex appeal. She caters to not to children, but children love her, but she's catering to the pro wrestling fans. So I can't wait to see her on the main roster. She's been on NXT for going on 3 years, give or take some. So hopefully she'll be on the main roster soon. Another person is on the main roster. That's going to be Tyler Breeze, and I think he's a Dolph Ziggler clone. But what do you think? I mean, he has his own image, his own identity, but how do you see that?
I do see him as somewhat of a Dolph Ziggler clone, but to be honest, Dolph Ziggler, when he first came out, he reminded me of the model. Like, for you young people out there,
Rick Martel.
Yeah, look up on the network, look up the model Rick Martel. I mean, you'll see that because model used to have a perfume called Arrogance. Although when I was a kid, I didn't know that Arrogance actually was a word. I thought it was just a fancy name for his perfume. But he would spray the perfume around. He'd talk about how great he was, just walk around with the swagger. And when I first saw Ziggler, I was like, okay, this is like an updated version of the model. So, yeah, Tyler Breeze is like taking the Ziggler cockiness to another level. Well, when Ziggler was a heel, he was more of a Tyler Breeze, yeah.
Well, my theory is when Ziggler was probably plateau level of...
It's like when you talking about when he was a champion? When he was
No, I mean like when his contract was fixing to expire, I think they looked at it like as a safe bet. We have Tyler Breeze in case we lose Dolph Ziggler. And now he re-signed obviously a few months ago. And now you have two of these guys. And it's funny that they're putting them into a storyline together because I'm trying to figure out, is it more of a, I'm going to retire you, you're the veteran, I'm the new guy, you know, I got to earn my spot? Because other than that, I don't see why they would have any genuine beef other than you're similar to me, I'm similar to you, I got to destroy you so that I can move on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why else they would put them together. I would have put Tyler with someone else, like maybe Dean Ambrose. Give him something to do other than just, you know, making Dean Ambrose look good.
And just real quick, though, because I do have some commentary on Dean Ambrose. Before we go there, when you mentioned Bayley, so as you know, recently that show Breaking Ground came out.
Great show.
So what do you think? What were your thoughts when you saw the first episode?
You know, Breaking Ground, when I saw for the episode, I said this is off like a documentary. I love the fact that they have, you know, the leader of Star Trek narrating the deal.
Captain. Not that I'm picky about that, but
Captains are leaders. Captains are leaders there.
Yes.
So
get it right.
With that being said, Veterans Day is coming up soon, so make sure you get your free meals. I'm not going to plug any of the restaurants, but thank you for doing what you do. Now, I will say, with that situation, Breaking Ground is a lot better than Tough Enough. Tough Enough was like, I've had enough.
Manufactured drama.
And we all know that there's storylines in the World Wrestling Entertainment, but wow, wasn't that show over-scripted?
Yeah, I would say so.
Breaking Ground, I love it because you have more of the realism in it. You get to see stars who are potential stars, and you get to see rookies or trainees, whatever they call it there at Performance Center. Yeah. And it's just nice following the story. So I think if that show was on the USA Network or on the Eat Network, I think it would be 10 times more successful than the, you know.
And you can build a connection early. Like, yeah, you had mentioned this to me earlier today, that like, say when someone does get to the main roster, they become famous or they become really big. You can, I mean, I don't know, you got that connection from way back. Oh man, I remember watching them when they first started out in the business, and now they're headlining WrestleMania. Like, look at Seth Rollins. If someone had watched him from the beginnings at NXT, and look what he's doing now. I mean, look at Seth Rollins. I mean, people that have been following NXT, because I didn't really start following NXT. I'm kind of a newcomer. I was watching it somewhat, paying a little attention. Now I'm making sure to watch every episode, because it's great. I mean, it's a WWE product. I mean, I know technically it's like the minor league, but in its own self, it's become its own little universe as well. So,
you know, what's funny is that I've been an avid watcher of that. When I think that's one of the reasons I really got the WWE Network in the first place, because
so you can watch NXT,
so I can have an alternative to the poor storylines in Raw, and especially in SmackDown. So Triple H did a great job. Kudos to him when it comes to the NXT and that platform. Now with him signing, Mr. Storm there and possibly, AJ Styles, what do you think about about him getting, you know.
I love it. I love that. I don't know why. Like I said, I've read before that Vince wasn't high on getting TNA stars. So I'm glad Triple H doesn't have that same mentality, because Triple H has said, I'll get anybody. If I feel they can contribute, I'll grab them up.
He'll get anybody that he can bury and make himself look better at a WrestleMania.
Okay. Anyways, let's of course, you know, his bias for Triple H is only surpassed by his hatred for John Cena.
Just like Sting. I mean, you saw his last injury. Hopefully we'll see him soon. We wish we would have had him back sooner. And I think they're destroying his dynasty. They should put the title on him, if anything.
Yeah, okay. If
right?
Sting is in the tournament, yeah, I would love to see Sting win the title. Now, assuming Sting isn't in the tournament, Kevin Owens. I mean, honestly, I think Kevin Owens has the potential to fill the void CM Punk left. That brash anti-hero speaks his mind. Honestly, I mean, and yes, I know, because he came out attacking John Cena, which usually with us too, anyone that comes out and attacks John Cena gets points automatically from us. But the fact he came out, attacked John Cena, you got the crowd behind you. But his promo skills are great.
We're going to see another Kevin Owens versus John Cena match in the future.
And also coming in the next few weeks, we will be doing an interview with an independent wrestler named Seth Anunnaki. So keep watching for that, so we can get an idea of how the world of indie wrestling works. You want to YouTube him, check out his Facebook page, Seth Anunnaki.
Yes, we'll look forward to that interview. And also, Junior also has a book that's on Amazon, so check it out. It's called Lucid Dreams. So for best pro wrestling,
Lucid Nights.
Damn it, okay. And also, as you know, Junior's also not just a host and an interview, but he's also an avid writer. So check out his book. It's called Lucid Dreams, and it's on Amazon.
Lucid Nights.
Okay. Let's do it again. All right. Called Lucid Nights. So make sure you plug that, read that, share it. For Best Pro Wrestling Commentary, he is Junior Smith, and I am Roman Pierce. We will see you soon.
Good night. And to all the veterans, I salute you.
Thank you for your service.